Hey guys, Equinox, long time no see. I'm going to make this video. It's going to be a preseason video just talking about Brew, all the consumables you want next week, profession items you want to spend your sparks on, and talents that you're going to be playing in keys. And yeah, let's get right into it. We're going to start with all the items you want, consumables. So here I have it all favored on the auction house. So we have refreshing healing potions, very, very cheap. You can get this quality 3, ungodly cheap, 128 HP. This can proc Celestial Fortune. So this is very, very good to have around. Cloak, rid of leech, quality 3, pretty cheap, 75 leech. Ring, devotion of crit, 2,000 gold each. Gives a bunch of crit. This is your ideal stat. If you see my guide, which I'll link down below, crit is your best stat. So you want crit on your enchants. File Glacial Fury, this one's really, really important. This does a crap ton of damage. You can do quality 2 or quality 3. Quality 3 is very expensive, but it's worth using. So if you can afford it, get it. If you can't, use quality 2. The damage loss isn't that massive, but you will notice a damage loss. Enchant chest, waking stats is just full primary stats on your chest. You really want that. Very, very cheap. Absolutely want to get this. Deadly Alexstrasite. Quality 3 is 88 crit. Quality 2 is 77, I believe. Very important. You want the full crit gems. You want full crit gems, and then 1 Primalist gem. You want the Inscribe Illimitted Diamond. 64 primary stat, 56 crit. You can get this quality 3 via work orders. But yeah, get that and get the full crit gems. You can go crit verse if you want. Do not go crit mastery. Get crit verse if you want the other gems, but that's about it. Weapons. So you have 1 required weapon enchant, Sophic Devotion. You absolutely are required to have this. Primary stat gives you stagger, and it gives you everything basically. Primary stat's abyss for tank. And then your offhand, you want frozen writ or burning writ. It's verse or crit, whichever one you prefer. I prefer crit. I'm going to be doing crit, but if you want verse, get verse. It's cheaper. Boots, Watcher's Loam, 74 stam to your boots. Very, very important. It actually might be more because of the auction house bug. But yeah, stam on boots. You really want this. Very, very important. And then Bracer, Devotion of Leech, 150 leech on your bracers. 175, I think, at quality 3. 175 at quality 3. Very good. So, yep, that's your full consumables. And everything. Very important. The only thing I didn't go over is the Potion of Elemental Power. Which I'll type in really quick. So, Potion of Elemental Power. Very, very expensive right now, at least on my server. Gives you a bunch of primary stat when you drink it. Extremely important. There will be an ultimate version of this, which goes up to like 880 primary stat on the use. Very, very good for M+. You also want Potion of Huss Zephyr for Invis pots. The duration of the Invis goes up per quality, so it starts at 12, and 15, and 18. So quality 1, 2, 3. So yeah, you want that. Food doesn't really matter. I would get like crit food, mastery food, or crit mastery food, crit verse food, or just full agility food. That's what I would get. So yeah, that's all for consumables. You can favorite in the auction house to watch the price. Just click the little favorites here. When you search them, just click on them and add it to the little favorite right here, and this makes it very easy to browse. But yeah, let's get right into talents. Same build in the guide. Like I said, I'll have a link in the go, but I'll explain it. The general tree is very self-explanatory. If you need detox, you take 1 point and bounce out or bounce back. You can fully take this out and go roll charges if you want. It's not that important, but I prefer it because it's very nice for grouping mobs up. So I like it. And the left side of the tree here is vigorous expulsion, profound rebuttal, close to heart, which is really good, and then strength of spirit. You want full synergy on your expel harm talents. Now, I explain the general tree really quick, or the Brewmaster tree. I like high tolerance. I think it's very good. It helps with our self-healing and helps with our overall damage. And the haste feels very, very nice in your rotation. If you do not have the haste, it does not feel good, I promise you, if you're playing Charred Passions. Speaking of Charred Passions, Dragonfire Brew, if you are min-maxing Charred Passions, I think it's very good. And you will notice it a lot, especially in shorter polls. But Dragonfire Brew is also very good, and you can just play that if you want. So if you're on the fence which one to play, just play Dragonfire Brew. It's much easier. Training in Azal versus Light Brewing, I think training's required. This is literally 15% attack power. It's 1-to-1 mastery attack power. And training goes like it's just amazing. It's either 5, 10, or 15% mastery, depending on attack power or depending on stagger. So green is 5, yellow is 10, and then red's 15. Light Brewing is nice, but it's not anywhere near as good as training. Plus, you pair this with Black Ox Brew. Black X Brew is another keybind, but it's extremely powerful. So this isn't like you'll have, this is like situational, but this is a lifesaver. I promise you. Having back-to-back Celestial Brews is absolutely a lifesaver. 100% recommend this. And then let's talk about the Pretense of Instability buff. So this got buffed a while back during pre-patch, and if you want this, you'll be running it in two or three dungeons. So go over those dungeons really quick. Dungeons and plus. So we're going to be running this in Halls of Valor, Algathar Academy, and Naku Defensive. These three dungeons are very, very heavy physical damage, and there's some bleeds you have to dodge in some of these. So those three dungeons, you'll be running Pretense, and you'll take 1 point out of High Tolerance. You could also take a 1 point out of Bone Dust Brew if you prefer having the High Tolerance. So it's just up to you. Bone Dust Brew is like nice, but it's not required. So yeah, that's your talent build. Everything else is the exact same. There will be a link in, like I said, link to my guide. Very, very helpful. This goes over your defensive rotation. There's a link to a spreadsheet that goes over every single defensive you need to use in every dungeon. That'll help you with M+. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you learned something. Check out the guide. Trust me, it'll help save your life in keys. And have a wonderful, wonderful day.